Well, Jason Kerr, great start to the day, but a very disappointing finish.
Yeah, frustrating end. Obviously, there's a little bit in the surface this morning that dissipated quite quickly, and a lot of credit. I think you saw when batters established those partnerships, it was really difficult to break. So if you didn't make those inroads early, you got punished.
How did you feel Somerset bowled on that surface from the afternoon session onwards?
Look, I think we stood to task pretty well. We've seen there's very little in the surface. There's not a huge amount of pace in it. There's no lateral movement, so your margins for error are really small. I thought Miguel was outstanding. I thought Craig was Craig. Asked questions, and Leachy did a brilliant job for us. But it's about sustaining that pressure and trying to create opportunities, and they weren't there on that surface.
Last time I spoke to you was at Trent Bridge and you were complaining bitterly about the quality of the pitch there. This one, in all honesty, doesn't look much different.
No, look, there's not a huge amount there. The intention was to come into the game, certainly not with the balance of the team that we've picked. But you have to, I guess, try and pick a best 11 that you think is going to utilise conditions. And there's very little there for the bowlers. I think, as I said, if you don't make batters force a mistake early, there's an opportunity to go big, and we'll need to do that when it's our opportunity to bat.
But was it the intention to produce a flat pitch, or were you trying to produce a result pitch?
Look, there's no such thing as a flat surface. That's a really good surface, but you've got to be good enough to ask questions and create those opportunities. There's not a huge amount in this one. The original plan was we were going to look to try and play 2 spinners and see if we could do that, but we didn't feel it was going to turn. You've seen that it hasn't turned today. It may do as the game goes on. So obviously we couldn't then go in with just three seamers, so we had to play the 4 seamers, and there's not a huge amount there either.
And talking about spinners, what do you make of England's decision to prefer Sherb Bashir over Jack Leach?
Look, it's not my job to pick the England team. I think my job is to pick the Somerset side and to pick an 11 that I think is going to win the game. So, as I say, the intention was to play 2, unfortunately. Someone has to miss out if you're only going to play 1, and today we went for Leachy.
But Leach, in Somerset terms, is still at the top of the pecking order.
Look, he's got nearly 500 wickets at just above 20. So he's, for me, he's been the best spinner in the country for a long time, and that vast experience that he has of bowling at Taunton as well puts him slightly ahead of Bash right now.
How do you see the game going tomorrow?
Look, I mean, obviously we've got to take the remaining wickets. We need to do that as quickly as we can, and then we need to apply ourselves. I think I've seen it many times where people make assumptions of surfaces. We can't afford to do that. We need to value those partnerships as we did at Trent Bridge last week, and there's a fantastic opportunity for us there.
Fine. Thanks very much. Thanks, Jason.
Pleasure.